Yeah, buddy. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Childish, doing it big with that next episode of Underrated and Overlooked. We got Lucian over here giving you a little show, showing him what he could do. Lucian, underrated and overlooked. He's our next one. No, I'm just playing. Let me quit playing. Let's get to it. Let's see what we got here. So, moving on, this one's going to surprise a lot of you, I think, because you see it every now and again in the higher ranks, but you don't see a lot. And again, that's why we got to put it out there. One, it's a quality unit, and two, it's a unit that everybody can get. So let's see if we can find it. Where's my Awakened 3 stars? Boom. Here we go. Mr. Shumar. Get excited. Get crazy. It's time to get it popping here. So, let's see here. For those that don't know, this is the Dark Hellhound. It is a farmable unit on, well, today is a dark day, but you guys are probably not going to see this till later this week. You got yourself an attack that recovers 30% of inflicted damage at HP. You got yourself an attack the enemy and increases your attack speed for 2 turns. The damage on this is based on the speed, all right? Yeah, buddy. Okay. And then we got a passive that increases speed yet again, and the attack speed continues to increase as the HP decreases. So this has the potential to get big. Stupid big, okay? So why do I go out of my way to announce this one, right? Why is this one so special? Well, this particular unit here, obviously it's going to be a very high attack, high speed based unit. But because of the fact that it has a high base speed, it's going to have the potential to take one of the primary sets out there, Swift, and utilize that to get its speed very, very high. And of course, with its base speed, even though it says 113, right, it's technically 127. That's right, 128, yeah. And then, of course, it increases as it goes. Between the speed that it gets here, the boost that it gets for 2 turns here, which, of course, this attack is going to be huge. And then the ability to, when it hits hard, it, recovers a certain amount of damage too. So it kind of has that, you're going to utilize Swift or whatever, but you got that vampiric type of effect where, because its main attack is based on speed, you have the opportunity to do an intense amount of damage, keeping the unit alive, because of the fact that it's has its own little self-sustaining heal, right? And then, like I said, in addition, depending on where it's sitting at for hit points, you'll get a little bit more attack speed generated. So, rune specs. I've heard a lot of people talk about the, going the Rage Blade on this one particular one. But I think I think Rage Blade can definitely do well, since that's a very, very common one with the other Hellhounds and whatnot. But I think I'm gonna try to break the trend here, and I'm gonna explain my reason to you why. Okay, it's almost like this is like a half underrated and overlooked, half critical thinking video. If I had the opportunity to pick a primary set and a subset, for sure it's gonna be Swift. Just to get his speed super high. The damage modifier on this one is based on his speed. And I believe this ambush can be reduced to 2 turns. So you attack the enemy, you get the increase of speed for 2 turns. So each attack after that, it's going to be quick because you have that speed. and then by the time the attack speed runs out, this attack comes again and you get to recast it. So it's almost like, if I'm understanding this right, if this gets reduced to 2 turns and then you get an attack speed for 2 turns, it's almost like a permanent buff unless you get somebody to remove the buff. And if it's a permanent buff, then and it gets reduced to 2 turns, on your last turn when the attack speed runs out, you should still have that buff up. So that buff plus the passive should make this attack very, very strong, right? Again, it's all in theory. You're more than welcome to correct that if you do have it here. I had one. I thought I had one, but apparently I didn't. But I've seen it in action so many times, and I'm like, wow, why don't people use it like this or that or whatever? So, Swift, primary set here. And of course, we're going to be rocking the attack power all the way around. You could probably make reason for going attack, crit damage attack if you have yourself a high amount of crit rate. But if not, just stick with the attack, I'm thinking. And now, this is what's going to blow you guys all away. Okay, it's probably the first unit in a long time that I could say will be able to utilize the Nemesis set. Okay, and for the people that don't know what Nemesis is, I'm excited because this is one of the runes that I got when this is the rune that I got from the rune shop or whatever it is, from the Wish shop, right? Attack gauge plus 4% for every 7% hit point lost. Okay? So, attack gauge plus 4% for every 7% of hit point lost. Why would that be big for this unit? Here's my thought. We understand that the speed, obviously the speed is what makes the amount of attack speed you have is directly related to how quickly your attack gauge can be increased, correct? Okay, that makes sense, correct. So, if you get hit and you have the opportunity to increase your attack gauge 4%, that 4% of attack gauge boost on a unit that's based on speed is going to do more for that unit than a unit that is not speed based, right? Because if somebody has 100 speed and somebody has 200 speed, the person with 200 speed, their attack gauge is going to increase at a quicker rate. But if you have another opportunity to increase that attack gauge in addition to their high speed, that makes this unit attack all the time. And since his main attack is based on speed, with all of his other buffs or whatnot, he is going to be hitting often and hitting hard. All right? So, Swift plus Nemesis is my recommendation. Where do you get those Nemesis runes? You got to start going into that Dragon Zone, baby. You got to start hitting up that Dragon Zone. Look at that. I can't even click on the right one. Battle. So, Dragon's Lair, obviously do as good as you can, highs up, but obviously it is definitely a harder zone than Giants, but again, it's the only place as of right now that you can get these rare runes, right? They're not offering them in the Magic Shop, FML, right? They won't give us that opportunity. But I guess, you can't get them in the Wish. Like I said, I got my Nemesis rune in there, so. But other than that, yeah, you have to actually farm it, guys. Looks like more arena points. Boom. I've gotten it 3 times in a row, 3 days in a row, arena invitations. Good game, baby. Alrighty. So again, guys, that is it for the underrated and overlooked series, episode number 2, featuring Shumar, the Dark Hellhound. I like Swift Nemesis. And I like attack across the board unless you can get a very, very high amount of crit rate on the substats, and then maybe rock the attack crit damage attack. But again, the primary focus here is the speed, guys. So keep in mind that speed owns all for this unit, and you need to get it super high in order to see this unit shine. We'll go ahead and stop the video right there. I hope you guys like it. Again, stay tuned for more. I'm going to try to do these once a week. As they come, and I'm going to be trying to showcase what I feel is the most underrated units, but trying to emphasize the ones that are underrated, but a little bit easier to attain. We won't be focusing on too many 4 stars and 5 stars. obviously, because those are just too rare to get. But stuff that can actually help you, benefit you, and whatnot. So that'll be it, guys. It's your boy Childish from ChildishPlays checking out. Take care, and we'll see you next time. Yeah, buddy.